If I can't crawl inside of you, I'm laughing with a broken face. I stumble across my self-esteem, but to picture the pleasure is making me want my space. Understand that God wrapped you like a bow, but in my head there's some shelves that need cleaning, from basement to ceiling. Control, control. If what you're seeing is an open book, that's great, 'cause I'm an open book, but I'm real shy. Now there's a part of me seeking and desperately needing to open up. Now that's so strange, 'cause I'm this open book, a confused boy. And I'm an automatic steeple for depressed and lonely people. My heart, while in its cage, is used to give and not receive a thing. But the only funny thing, I don't know how to give myself advice. And I've got this post-traumatic thing, this tattoo of a ring around my wedding finger. That's where I want to stake this claim, that I've got to learn to live and dream before I go and get myself in love. Ooh, oh. Before I go and get myself in love. There's so-long Wellbutrin, there's Paxil, that's proven no side effects. But the rest left unnamed, 'cause they work like a charm on me. But when your savings is drying, you can't stop from crying. Boy, you better suck that shit up. You're not her buttercup. Listen very closely. You're not her favorite book. And I'm an automatic steeple for depressed and lonely people. My heart, while in its cage, is used to give and not receive a thing. But the only funny thing, I don't know how to give myself advice. And I've got this real dramatic thing, this fucking tattoo of a ring around my wedding finger. That's where I want to stake this claim, that I've got to learn to live and dream before I go and get myself in love. Ooh, such love. Before I go and get myself in love. Oh, such sweet love. Before I go and get myself So, let's record that so we can put it as my alarm clock. It's looking good, buddy. Get the fuck up. So I was in a band in high school called The Last Wish, and we were playing this show one night, and we had all the people there, and we thought we were the bomb. And at the end of the show, I went up to the guitarist, who was the leader of the band, and I said, "Do you mind if I play a song after the set? I just wrote this song last night." And he goes, "Well, I haven't heard it yet." I'm like, "I promise it'll be good." And so I played this song, and the very next day, the parents called what is a parent meeting. And I'm thinking, damn, we're gonna get signed. All the parents are like so behind us. They're gonna drop their jobs and they're gonna invest shitloads of money. We're gonna be huge. And we got there. My mom and dad and me. My crew. And we walked in, and the meeting was straight up about how we're really worried about the singer. And how we don't want our kids in a band that represents that. No, No, hold up. Because at that moment, I stood up all in slow motion and shit. Yo, crush that shit. Let's bounce. And my parents got up, they're like, "What?" No. It didn't go down like that, but I like to think of it that way. It was more like, I said, "May I say something?" And they were like, "Yes." From the devil's mouth himself. I said, "I get it. So I'm gonna make this easy for all of y'all. I'm out of the band." And I stood up. I said, "Good luck to y'all. Peace. I'm gonna take my songs that I wrote, and I'm not gonna finish recording." And I was like, then I said, "Mom, Dad, let's bounce." And they got all up in slow motion. Threw shit on the ground. Knocked over the lamp on the way out. That's how I wish it would have gone down. But on the way home, you can see that though, right? Waka Flocka playing in the background, Fuck your lamp. Okay, I'll stop milking that shit. So we're driving home, and I remember in the backseat of my dad's police car, because he was an undercover cop, That's what he was. I remember, we'll get into that later. I remember I was thinking in the backseat of the car that night was going to be the last time I ever let anybody tell me what to say, what I can and can't say. So we rolled up to the house, we parked the car, got out, and we went inside, and my mom goes, "So, let me hear this song." I've yet to hear it. I'm sure it's beautiful. And I was like, damn! It's the bomb, Mom. You know? I think it was fat back then. It's fat, Mom. So she sat down, and remember, I'm 16 years old. And I said, here we go. Have you ever been so lonely? There's no one there to hold. Just pull me in or disown me, and then climb inside. My arms are open wide. Have a look inside. It is not that I am scared to learn just why I'm empty inside. Just hold my hand to show some concern if I live or die. My eyes are open wide. Help me look inside. Singing ha-da-da-da-da-da, 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 hear the water drip from the faucet. It's sweetly falling into who knew. I'm gently closing the closet and I fall to the floor and crawl to my room. The thought of ending it soon. Just let me sleep in my room. Hear me crying, crying, crying. No, I hear a knock at the front door. Don't come in. I try to look at you, but I can't stop shaking. And leave me alone, just go away, Mother. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. An empty bed, but all of my sheets are gone. They're wrapped around me and you, and all is quiet but the drop of my gun. 'Cause I just want to belong, God, to anyone. But maybe life's not for everyone. And that's when my mom looked at me and was like, what the and she's like, my dad's name was Danny. She's like, Danny! 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 Something's not right. We should hold a parent conference. Oh wait, we did. So ever since that day when I was 16, I've been on Paxil ever since. You know? That shit shaped my personality. I don't know who the fuck I am unless I'm taking that Paxil. You know? And then I feel good for a little bit, you know, and I'm like, damn, I don't need this shit. And I stop taking it, and all of a sudden, about a month later, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm coming out of my skin. Man, that's the story of my life right there. But at that moment, I knew that when I wrote Black Orchid, and I knew that when I asked my parents for a loan to make the record, that's how Mom, Dad, I'm not going to college, I'm going to make a record. Can I have some money? But when she heard those songs, she believed in them. And I remember that night, she was very sweet. She said, God has put you here to do that. And,
Amen.
And I must have been going through some shit at 16, because I don't know where the fuck that shit came from. I was a sad little boy, you know? But the thing I loved about it is when I played it for people, like crowds, you know, there'd be some people that were just like, oh my God, I get that, I understand it. And that's what fed me, you know, that's what fed me to keep going and keep being so honest. And so, you know, honestly, because of my mom saying some bad shit, man, it's good. And honestly, because of that, you know, and her giving me a loan, I met all you guys. Yeah, man, I am one blessed man to have all of you in my life still, and just thank you so much. So, yeah, this is the fun part. As I get, oh, dude, we're doing a question and answering thing tonight between albums and stories. Who's your man crush? I'd like Alan to take the stage for a second. Come here, Alan. This is my man crush right here. Him or Ryan Gosling? The Notebook fucked me up. All we do is fight. That's what we do. We fight. And I was like, damn, he's bad. Sorry, Alan.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. How long have you been painting, and how much time do you get to spend painting? I've been painting all my life. I would never call myself a painter. You know, I just throw some paint down. You're a painter. He gave me a painting earlier of my daughter and me, and you're brilliant, dude. You're a genius. And I'm grateful to be in the presence of you. But yeah, I've been painting for a while, for a long time. So I'm glad I can answer that for you. Yeah. Ooh. Who do you want to most do a duet with, mashup, or a collaboration song with? I would have to say, if I could do something with Peter Gabriel. Damn. And I know this isn't possible, but if I could do like a song with Ella Fitzgerald, shit ain't gonna happen.
You can do a mashup.
What's a mashup?
It's your song. Yeah, her song's already cut.
Sounds like we have a DJ in here. Let's talk after the show. Teach me. Alright, Consent to Treatment. Released 2000. We were nervous. We were signed to a major label, which meant a big ass bank loan that you had to pay back. George Winston played on the album. Rock format. That's when we were competing against Limp Bizkit and Korn. Who'd have thought if I just would have written I did it all for the nookie, so you can take that cookie, stick it up your yeah, stick it up your yeah. It's fucking brilliant. No, I gotta hand it. I was rocking that song for a while. On the more serious side, to be honest with you, that's when I began abusing drugs. I didn't just use drugs. I'm addicted to what's called more. You know, I'm the kind of guy that, honestly, if you lost your wallet, I'd help you look for it, and I really was the one who took it when I was using. The band became a team, and then we got dropped. All the time I was trying to make sense of this whole depression thing, because things were getting darker as the more stressed I'd get. And the only way I could do it was through song. So silver-plated numbing gun, and Jesus resting on my thumb. A hard-to-reach malaria. I've got the mood that seems to scare ya, and I'm paranoid and self-destroyed. Believe me, Lord, I'm sorry. I've got the mood that seems to bury you. I've got the nightmare called schizophrenia. I cry, and I don't know why the fever becomes my home. And I cry, and I don't know why the fever becomes my home. Becomes my home. It becomes my becomes my and I love it when you're holding me. You have a gentle way of calming. I haven't felt that way since 1993 when my mother held me. I bet you're waiting for the long sob story of how I was mistreated again. No. Cause no, I wasn't built that way. I was strong and fucking desperately brave, and I didn't mean to scare you. Schizophrenia. I cry, and I don't know why the fever becomes my home. And I cry, and I don't know why the fever becomes my home, becomes my home. It becomes my becomes my Mystery for Sale. Thank you. Released 2003. Depression, angry. If you could believe it or not, I was deeper into the drugs. I learned how to hide it from people. It was just my quirky personality. I met my manager, first time to co-produce an album. The Edge in Dallas played us for the first time, and I heard myself in my car for the first time on the radio. Yeah, I pulled over and almost shit myself. Like literally. Yeah, I was really broke, and I lived with a really nice young lady who was my girlfriend at the time, and very sweet and very supportive. And it was her birthday, and I didn't have any money. So what does a songwriter do who doesn't have any money? He writes her a song. So. There's something that I can't quite explain. I'm so in love with you. You never take that away. And if I sang 100 times before, expect 1,000 more. You never take that away. Well, expect me to be calling you to see if you're okay when I'm not around. Asking, do you love me? I love the way you make it sound. Calling you to see, do I try too hard to make you smile, to make us smile? Well, I will keep calling you to see if you're sleeping or you're dreaming. If you're dreaming or you're dreaming of me, I can't believe that you actually picked me. And I thought that the world had lost its way. Then I fell in love with you, and you took that away. And you take away the old, and you show me the new. And I feel like I can fly when I stand next to you. So while I'm on this phone, 100 miles from home, I'll take the words you gave and send them back to you. Look, I only wanna see that you're okay when I'm not around. Asking, do you love me? I love the way you make it sound. Calling you to see, do I try too hard to make you smile, to make us smile? Well, I will keep calling you to see if you're sleeping or you're dreaming. If you're dreaming or you're dreaming of me, I can't believe that you actually picked me. Whoa, oh, 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 well, I will keep calling you to see if you're sleeping or you're dreaming. If you're dreaming or you're dreaming of me. Look, I can't believe that you actually picked me. birthday, baby. Do you like pizza? Pizza. I'm on a diet. I love fucking pizza, man. Thanks for reminding me, man. We get it every night after the fucking show. It just sits there, and I have to walk right by it. No, it's all good. I'm joking. I love pizza. I love it, yeah. Good question. Out of all of your songs, which song is closest to your heart and means the most to you? That's definitely The Worry List. At what age were you able to step outside your head and recognize when your illness was rearing its head?
Wow.
Great one. You really want to know what age I was?
Yes.
37 years old. I'm being very serious about that. 11 months ago. And the rest of the time, my whole life, whenever it reared its head, I would self-medicate. I would take drugs. I would abuse drugs to the point of where it would just demolish the dark in me and just amplify it. So until about 11 months ago, I didn't know how to deal with that, you know. But today I do, and I'm very blessed to be able to do it. So, making art is painful sometimes. The song Calling You that I just played was for a person, very happy, positive song with a touch of darkness in it, with a hint. But it got us a deal again, a record deal from the same label that dropped us. And but when you get re-signed, when I got re-signed and when we finally started making money, I turned into what was called a cocksucker, asshole, selfish piece of shit. And I'm being so honest with you. I mean, I did not even recognize the things I did to people. And then sang about how it hurt me, you poor motherfucker. And the person that I wrote Calling You for, I ended up stomping. I cheated on her. And when we got re-signed, I completely demolished that relationship. And I'm not proud of that behavior just because she was a really great person. And she didn't deserve that. I could have stopped and said, you know what, this isn't working out. No, you can't have your cake and eat it too. It just makes you a fucking tool, you know. So it was funny because the same song Calling You, tell her how much I loved her, the song that actually took off and blew up the radio was an apology letter to her. To block out thoughts of you so I don't lose my head. They crawling like a cockroach, leaving babies in my bed, dropping little reels of tape to remind me that I'm alone, playing movies in my head that make a porno feel like home. There's a burning in my pride a nervous bleeding in my brain. An ounce of peace is all I want for you, so don't call me again. Never say that you love me, to put it in my face. Never try to reach me in his eye that won't space. Hate me today, hate me tomorrow, hate me so you can finally see what's good for you. And I'm sober now for 3 whole months. It's one accomplishment that you helped me with. The one thing that always tore us apart. It's the one thing I won't touch again. In my sick way, I want to thank you for holding my head up late at night while I was busy waging